Do you want to see how we got from this to this?
Okay.
Do you want to see all of the cool engineering concepts I had in mind for the Lego Flappy Bird build?
Okay.
If that's true, then this is the video for you, where I show you the behind the scenes of this cool Lego Flappy Bird game. Enjoy! Okay, this is day 1 of trying to rebuild Flappy Bird in real life. Yeah, so this is kinda Mark 1. Notice how the Technic pins interlock with each other with these two wheels and the gears too. This is the mechanism for trying to create a button that will control this chain, and this sort of represents the bird. We have two motors down here, and these Technic bricks, they're just placeholders for the walls. One of them I put green bricks around, but this doesn't look like it's going to be the final design for this build. The machine uses this color sensor and it detects this red piece or not, and that's how it sort of signals whether the bird is going up or down when it interlocks with these two pieces here. But it's very hard to control. We're gonna need to fix this up a little bit, because it's not great, but it can be better. My second idea is to use Lego pneumatics to power the bird going up and down, and I'm really curious to see if this works, so I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit, which for you is just a couple seconds. Okay, so here's my pneumatic setup. We have the compressor linked up to this motor, and then I'm just trying to see if I can get the cylinder to work, because this idea is sort of, if you put, air into this tube, then the bird will go up. So let's just see how this works. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Anything? No. Need another idea. You may just have to go with the simplest idea: direct motor drive. Yeah. Actually, no, I don't think I'm ready for direct motor drive yet, because I still think we can come up with a different sort of locking mechanism, maybe between two parts, and then I can link them up, kind of like how I did with these gears. I think I want to try a different way of doing this, because I think this has potential. So let's try that first. Then, if all else fails, direct motor drive. Check this out. Now we have a working slider.
Wow.
Okay, now it is day 2. I did make some progress that I want to show you. Even though it's just a few beams, adding them to the hub and really connecting it together really gets us a nice, strong base. As you can see, all of these frames are connected. That's good. Now, the next thing we need to figure out is, obviously we have a working button that makes the chain go up, but we need some sort of tension system so that it goes down on its own. This is the tricky part of this mechanism. So I'm thinking rubber bands, or we attach a motor, we go to our direct motor, but I always want to try it without just putting a motor in first, because having a lot of motors can cause issues if, too many things are moving at the same time. So I first want to try a rubber band. These are our official Lego rubber bands hooked up here, and we can't even make it all the way to the top.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we have a more powerful rubber band, and let me just show you what's happening. So it goes up, it's creating tension, it goes down. That's good. Now, even though I don't want to, I think we're at least gonna attempt direct motor drive. Okay, so we attached our motor, and then I'm linking this color sensor so that it knows whether to use this motor or not. So let's see if that works. I decided that I need a way to independently control both bits of the chain, the bottom and the top. So I built up another one of these connection units, same thing down here, with a whole gear chain connecting it. So when you push the button, you know, this circuit gets completed down here essentially, when this one isn't, and when these connect, they aren't, with just a push of a button. So while our button system does work, I made the mistake of just linking this motor directly to the chain, so I need to fix that, and then our button is gonna be completed. We now have our button down here controlling this thing, and then the gears link all the way up to this one here, and then you can follow the path the gears will take to the chain. It looks, I guess it looks complicated, but that's just because there's a lot of support pieces. Let's see if it works. You don't want the gears to slip. That is bad. Does the button work? That's not good. I am left with some choices. We either try to fix this that we got here, or direct motor drive. However, we can link it to an Xbox controller, but that does mean we have to, like, tear all this. Pay attention to these two motors here. Look. I can just control the chain this way. And then all we need is a Lego mechanism that pushes this button. Similar to how we had a real button here. And then this will definitely work. If it doesn't, I'm quitting this. But I know it'll work, so I'm not gonna quit. Yeah, so I did some building off camera. Yes, I've always wanted to say that. Because I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber, but I did do some building off camera. Anyways, it's day 4, and I decided to build an entire case for this Xbox controller. And I even made a button so that when you press down, it presses A. So now we have a cool little box. Flappy Bird. And we finally got it, you know, digital. You can see we have our bird motion going up and down. These cogs will have our 2 sets of chain. And this is great. You just have to add the chain. This project is really coming along.
Oh yeah!
We're finally done the actual Flappy Bird up and down mechanism here. You can see there's a hard stop here with this piece, and then it stops here. So this is really good progress. You know that one part in the movie Sing where Moon's trying to put the wire together, but like he's so close, but it just doesn't connect? That's the situation I'm in right now. So yeah, just this motor's just a little too far away to the hub, and even when I do connect it, it does that, which is bad. Okay, so these represent the pipes. I've gone with some smaller cogs here, and just when I thought that this project was almost done, I have another issue, okay? So, essentially, say I go down for this pipe here. That's great, right? Until at the back, I run into this one. Meaning we need to somehow re-engineer this entire thing so that way, as the Flappy Bird, you only have to worry about the front pipes and not the one in the back. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Well, we're probably gonna need to put this on top or on the bottom of it. So let's start doing that. And boy, has this mess gotten a huge, so many big engineering ideas. Yeah. Okay, so check this out. We have these two panels here, and in between, this is our Flappy Bird. And if we look behind it, it goes all the way up through the ceiling, comes around so that way it doesn't hit the pipes in between, and then it links up to the chain. So as you can see, when I move this chain up and down, our Flappy Bird here also moves up and down. I just need to build the wall on the other side, make it look good, and this project is almost done. Yes, so I added some cool decals to the build, including this sign up top. Now, as far as these walls go, there's just these Technic pins linked into the chain that goes all around, and then I just take some green bricks, attach it, and then we have our pipe. Yes, it's come to life. Now, you just need to code it. And I'm also considering switching, switching these, instead of black Technic pins, connecting them blue. But once we code it, figure out which kind of Technic pin is better, this project will be completed. While the blue Technic pins do have a lot more strength, unfortunately, they bump into these panels on the back, so it just makes the entire thing not work. Okay, I figured out the coding, and I'm just gonna use the Xbox controller. I know we made the box, but for testing purposes, we will use the Xbox controller. Okay, here we go. We're dead. But yes, we did it. We made Flappy Bird in Lego. That is very cool. But yeah, this is gonna conclude the, behind the scenes video showing how we got here. Because there were a lot of different mechanisms that we had before we got here, which I think is just pretty cool. If you haven't already, watch the main video displaying this build. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes video of Lego Flappy Bird. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!